So on a shoot today. Today I'm on a shoot out in near Dublin Port. We're capturing interviews with people within the business and guests that they're having over from a number of different countries. And the point is to get across a message that we can then utilise and make two videos out of. One video is going to be, we call it a B2B video, the other one is B2C. The footage that we captured today will help us tell the story. So the footage, as an addition to the interviews, it's called B-roll footage. That footage then is basically just to help us tell the story. You know, if you're watching this and you're a videographer, you know what I'm talking about. But for those who don't know, B-roll footage is footage of that basically just helps us paint the picture of what the interviewee might be talking about. It doesn't always necessarily have to be exactly what they're talking about, but it allows us to make a better video, more dynamic and more engaging. And I do believe that the better the B-roll footage, the better the video. So the aim is to capture good B-roll footage, but additionally get really good interviews, because the interviews are what serve as the backbone to the video. Without good interviews, you don't have good answers. So I'm going to let the interviewees go off on a little bit of a tangent on, you know, everyone's going to be different in how they deliver. Some are straight, some might go into detail. So I'm going to let them basically say to them, look, you can go ahead and give us as much detail on this answer as you can, and add to it if you want to, and then ask them to do a shorter version essentially, so that we have two versions to play with. That's important, because without that then we can't actually tell the story overall. And so yeah, I'll show you some behind the scenes stuff as I usually do. at the park a little bit further from where the first initial location is. They're just over in the cafe over here. So heading over there to capture some B-roll, and then we're going to walk back to the office and capture some more stuff over there. That's it. What a day, guys.
So, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows that you're coming and what's going on. So
Perfect.
basically, there's people from mostly Europe, but actually a lot of Greeks for some reason, which is funny. But so Greeks, Europeans, like from Delft and whatnot, and then Kiwis at the end. So New Zealand here just alongside.
Perfect.
So this is just the pilot site. We're actually in it now. So it's
This is
Dublin. Yeah, no, it's the whole neighbourhood.
Yeah, the
Ringsend,
neighbourhood.
Irishtown,
Right.
all the way up.
Now, at the park, a good bit away from the office, as there's no available parking outside. So I'm just going back to the car now and going to just drop the equipment off at the office essentially, and then come back here and park the car. So that's the first part done. As I said, I've captured the B-roll footage of them just sitting in a cafe essentially. And then what they're doing is they're walking back from the cafe over to the head office. The whole point of the video is to capture as much B-roll footage as we can. I'm going to go to the office now and do the interviews. That's the equipment brought up to the office. There's zero parking around the area. I mean, there's a little bit on the road. So you can see the kind of work that goes into these type of videos. It's not always easy to find parking. It is what it is, you know. So, I mean, if I had someone with me, they could probably drop me off with the equipment and then park the car for me. But today I didn't bring Sanjar. Sanjar usually comes along for the ride and does camera while I do the interviews. But lifts. I started this business about 6 years ago, or 7 years ago, but not full time. So I only really went full time in after COVID, but it's been a grind. And you know, the stuff that you're seeing behind the scenes are from shoots that come in here and there. Like for any business, to be honest, they need to have cash flow, and that cash flow allows them to hire people, allows them to pay wages, and allows them to grow and invest that money into marketing, into sales. What I want to do with this vlog is to hold myself accountable and try to, I suppose, get some retainers locked in. We can grow on a level that where I can actually outsource some of the work. Okay, so that kind of wraps up today. We got the interviews, got the B-roll footage. Just need to go over, get the car, bring the car over, and put the equipment in the car, and then we're good to go. That's a day in a nutshell. Obviously, that's just, you know, video production stuff. The rest of the stuff is then obviously picking up the kids, picking up the other half. Anybody out there very sensitive to smell? The smallest things, like for example, this whole car park smells like toilet. So anyway, just thought I'd add that.